Yo, what it do, good people? Good morning, good morning. We're back with another video. All I need y'all to do is hit that like and share and subscribe button. Tell a friend and tell a friend. But we're gonna get straight into it, man. Like as we can see, you see cars going across the bridge, and this boat is almost about to hit the bridge. Now, they said they cleared the bridge and told people that it was an incident going on. But why do we still see cars going across the bridge? That bridge should have been shut off immediately when they found out what was going on. Secondly, I want to know, how did the boat lose power like that? They say it was people on board, but the boat lost power. Somebody didn't do their job right. I feel like this was intentional, but hey, what do we know? Because they're going to find some type of way to try to say, oh, it was a malfunction on the boat, the system went down. They already saying it. A lot of people asking questions, a lot of people saying, well, it was other things that occurred other than that boat hitting the bridge because it was too easy for the bridge to fall. First of all, that boat weighs a ton of weight. It weighs a ton of weight. So that hitting steel on a bridge, come on now. That boat compared to that bridge, that boat outweighs that bridge. And people not doing the math and using their common sense. It was so much freight on that boat, what gave it more weight, let alone how heavy the boat is by itself. That's the reason why the bridge collapsed the way it collapsed. Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't nothing else involved or somebody was messing with the boat or the GPS or however it was that made the boat lose power. I'm just saying that a boat that size hitting the bridge like that, it will collapse like some sticks. People steady coming up with these fabricated assumptions when if you put a boat that size next to a bridge and it hits that bridge the way that that boat did, it wouldn't stand a chance.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand joins us now from Dundalk, Maryland. Natalie, what are some of the key questions now investigators are seeking to answer as soon as today?
Hi, Aaron, Lana. Well, they're really going to be trying to hone into the timeline of exactly what went wrong. We know the NTSB.
I want to know, how long was it before, when the boat went down and lost power, did they contact people in authorities to let them know to clear the bridge?
He has obtained the data recorder that was on board the vessel, so they will be analyzing that. And also, we learned from the chair that they hope to begin interviewing personnel who were on board that ship, and also folks who were involved in the aftermath, the fire and rescue personnel, and perhaps those on or near the bridge. Really, the big question is what happened on that ship that caused it to lose power and then crash into the Key Bridge. Also, looking at
that's
potential.
The big question. Like, what made the boat lose power and what made the boat drift off course and go into the direction towards the bridge? That's the big question. And people not really paying attention to the facts and stuff like that. That's why I say the more details come out, the more that people should start analyzing the issue and the facts. Like, seriously. But I just want people to understand something. Every day that we wake up, there's nothing but negativity amongst us. Every day that we wake up. So when you go outside, you got to be careful. You got to be prepared. You got to watch your surroundings. And just be paying attention. That's it. Just be paying attention.
Marine accidents and incidents. Our mission is to determine why something happened, how it happened, and to prevent it from reoccurring. Again, to save lives. I wanted to talk a little bit about how we conduct an investigation, but I think it's really important for folks to understand that we will not analyze any of the information we are collecting. We will not provide any sort of findings, conclusions, or any safety recommendations while on scene. Our entire focus on scene is to collect the perishable evidence. That's documenting the scene, it's taking photographs, it's taking any sort of electronics or components, whatever goes away once the scene is cleaned up. We need to collect that information for our investigation. When it comes to digging through inspections, maintenance records, that can be done when we leave. Right now, it's focused on the scene itself. So to conduct our investigation,
My big question is, did they get all the people that was so-called on the bridge? But they don't even know how many people was on the bridge. So it's like, just imagine the people that was on the bridge and they just vanished. They didn't know what was going on, and just like that, they lost their life. All because somebody did a screw up. Somebody screwed up. If this wasn't intentionally, somebody screwed up, and somebody didn't do their job right.
We work with parties to the investigation. Parties to the investigation provide us technical information. This is factual information that we use as part of our fact finding. So if we need bridge inspection data, we would ask, say, the Federal Highway Administration or information about Coast Guard inspections, we would ask the Coast Guard. So parties to the investigation are the United States Coast Guard, Maryland Transportation Authority, the Association of Maryland Pilots, and we've invited Grace Ocean Private Limited and Synergy Marine Private Limited. Grace Ocean is the owner of the vessel, and Synergy is the operator of the vessel. Again, these parties are part of the fact finding. They do not conduct analysis with the NTSB. The NTSB does that independently on its own, and then we do our own findings, our own probable cause, and our own safety recommendations. Now, in order to effectively carry out an investigation, we have experts throughout the NTSB in different areas. And so we break up our investigation into groups. Those groups focus on their particular areas of expertise. In this safety investigation, we have a nautical operations group. This group gathers evidence to document the actions taken by the vessel, the procedures for the safe operation of the vessel, company oversight, waterway management, safety management, and regulatory oversight. That group would and has collected and has asked for information on, say, duty records, licensing, training. They requested the crew list. So we were able to confirm that there were 21 crew members on board the vessel at the time of this accident, plus 2.
So you got 21 people on this vessel at the time of this Baltimore bridge collapse. What were they on there doing?
2 pilots. That's 21 crew members plus 2 pilots for a total of 23 individuals on board the vessel at the time of the accident. They also were able to obtain the cargo manifest. Now, the cargo manifest, we did bring in one of NTSB's senior hazmat investigators today to begin to look at the cargo and the cargo manifest. He was able to identify 56 containers of hazardous materials. That's 764 tons of hazardous materials.
So just imagine that vessel was carrying hazardous materials. Anytime you get put in a situation where you're surrounded by hazardous materials, everybody's supposed to be thinking safety first. Everybody's supposed to be on point. So what made this ship lose power? That's the big question. Was it something that the crew members on the ship did? Was it something that the pilots did? We need to know, because at the end of the day, people lost their lives over some careless shit.
Mostly corrosives, flammables, and some miscellaneous hazardous materials, class 9 hazardous materials, which would include lithium-ion batteries. Some of the hazmat containers were breached. We have seen sheen on the waterway. The federal, state, and local authorities are aware of that, and they will be in charge of addressing those issues. But the NTSB, as part of our safety investigation, documents that type of release, documents the damage, and documents the type of materials involved as part of our investigation. We also have an engineering group.
So you mean to tell me that the hazardous materials that was on that vessel, when the vessel hit the bridge, some of those hazardous materials got in the water?
Which gathers evidence to document the design and operation of engineering systems, including the vessel propulsion, steering, and power. The operations and engineering group was able to board the vessel last night, and they did a walkthrough of the vessel, including the bridge and the engine room. They were looking for other electronic components, any sort of downloadable recorders, any sort of cameras, any sort of CCTV. They did not.
I wonder how long does it take to load these vessels? It has to take a long time for them to load these vessels with all these different cargoes. I'm just saying. And then don't they supposed to inspect these vessels ahead of time? But y'all like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this We the People TV. I'm out.